Hey Capricorn, thanks for checking out your love and romance reading for March 2022. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to connect and see what messages are coming up for love and romance for March. Now, you might stumble upon this video after March. That's fine. You're going to find it whenever it's time for you to find it, whenever you're meant to find it. Keep in mind, this is a general reading for the collective. Therefore, not every single message is going to resonate, but take what does and leave what doesn't. Let's connect here and see what's happening for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Alrighty, my dears. Let's get right on into it. First card coming up for Capricorn is the Death card. Okay. We got serious real quick. Okay, now first and foremost, this is a major arcana card. When major arcana cards come up, it's letting us know that the situation we're dealing with is directly connected to what we came here to experience, what we came here to master. And so when the major arcana cards come up for me between two people, it tells me that there's a strong past life connection here, and that you all have a contract. You all have an agreement to meet in this lifetime for a specific reason. And the Death card can be to put an end to old cycles. The Death card can be to put an end to an old way of life. The Death card is associated with the astrological sign of Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. If you have a Scorpio placement, there can be big changes or shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life that are opening up to aligning with a significant partner. But the reason why the Death card is associated with Scorpio is because Scorpio is the phoenix rising of the zodiac. So the Death card is like phoenix energy. The Death card is an ending, something coming to an end, but something much more beautiful and much more powerful bursting out of that, emerging out of that. So it's not just plain and simple something ending, it's also something else beginning. It's the end of one thing and the beginning of something new. So a lot of you are coming into a new phase or a new cycle, and it's going to be a permanent change. So if you keep going back and forth with somebody, this is it. This is done. You're not going back and forth anymore. Or if you have been single, this is it. You're done. Permanent change. Life partner coming in, right? Whatever's been happening, now is the time for the permanent change where it's not up in the air, it's not going back and forth. The Death card can also sometimes indicate an ego death. An ego death sounds terrifying, but it's actually very liberating. When we experience ego death, we are shaking off all of the conditioning, all of the programming, all of the pressures and the responsibilities and the expectations that people have put up on us, and all of the ways that we felt obligated to perform or to present ourselves in the world. All that is melting away, and we're coming into the authentic self, to the person that we were the day that we were born, before all of the pressures and the programming and the conditioning began to get piled onto us. So coming into your authentic self, you get very clear about what you want and what's going to make you happy. And you step into your confidence and you start to live your life unapologetically as who you are, doing the things that you want to do and attracting the right partner for you, versus trying to attract the kind of partner or the kind of relationship you've been conditioned or programmed to try to get. Because you're realizing that's not my person. That's not the kind of relationship that's going to make me happy. But going through shaking off this conditioning and programming, now you're realizing what's going to make you happy. Okay? So a lot of you could be changing your quote unquote type in a very big way in March. The next card that's coming up here for Capricorn is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is wishes coming true, getting what you want. Okay? So this is you getting the kind of relationship you want, you getting the kind of person you want, things moving forward the way that you have been hoping or wishing that they would move forward. I also feel here with this Nine of Cups, there's a sense of like freedom and being able to enjoy life. So I feel like a lot of you Capricorns are manifesting somebody who is like able to hold their own, and you're not feeling so pressured to carry them. You're not feeling so pressured to provide for them or to make sure they're happy, or like obligated to give them what they need. Like, I feel this is an independent person. This is coming into the relationship where they also have their own. They don't need you to take care of them. They don't need you to fix their life. They don't need you to solve their messes. And I feel this is something that a lot of you are manifesting, and you're like, wow, I can just have fun with this person. This isn't somebody who's coming in who's like a Debbie or a Donnie Downer, right? This is someone that's actually fun to hang out with. This is somebody that's not coming at me with sob stories or looking for me to rescue them. This is someone that has it together. This is someone who's happy with themselves. This is someone who enjoys life. And I feel like you feel like this is someone who's giving you permission to enjoy life. I feel some of you Capricorns were brought up in a way where, like, say your parent was in a bad mood, or your parent was sad or unhappy, it's like everybody in the house had to be happy. I'm having a bad day, so there won't be any joy in this house, damn it. I'm not going to hear the TV on. I'm not going to hear anybody laughing or running around. I'm not going to hear your toys. Like, I'm unhappy, we're all going to be unhappy. Don't you dare come at me and insult me with your happiness. I had a bad day, or I'm depressed, or I'm not in a good mood. And so a lot of you may have been conditioned where you're like, well, if somebody I care about is depressed, then I have to be depressed too. Or if somebody I care about is doesn't have something, then I can't have that either. It's very codependent. But I feel like a lot of you have been in this energy in your love life for a long time, and this is coming to an end, where it's like you're not going to be miserable because somebody else is miserable, as a way of proving your love or your loyalty or your solidarity. This isn't someone who wants you to be unhappy or miserable. This is someone who's happy. They want you to be happy. They're not looking at you to be an extension of themselves, or to, sacrifice something because they don't have it. So I feel that this is a really positive shift that a lot of you Capricorns are going to be manifesting in March. One more thing here about the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups sometimes comes up for me in my readings when Spirit is trying to tell you, listen up. You're going to get your wish. You're going to get what you want. You're going to get what you've been asking for. But what you need to know is that there are going to be people that are looking at you like you don't deserve it, or they're going to be jealous or envious, or they're going to look at you like, oh, look at Capricorn, they have a big head now, they think they're all special, they think they're all fancy, they think they're all big time, they're forgetting all the little people, they're forgetting where they came from. Oh, look at Capricorn got a little success in their life, and that's their partner now, that's who they're dating. Oh, Capricorn just sold out. So whoever this partner is, people might be looking at you like you went and you picked some kind of trophy person, or you went and you sold out and you turned your back on your community, or you went and you got somebody who in their opinion is too young or too attractive, or a sugar daddy or a sugar mama or a sugar baby, or they feel like you're with somebody who's not the right appearance or the right race or whatever it might be. You just might have people that are looking at you in a very judgmental way, making it seem like you're with this person for the wrong reasons. But that's not the case. You're manifesting a soulmate, and you're manifesting someone that you can be happy with. And we already know this is an independent person. This isn't somebody who's coming at you to be taken care of. And so you have to give yourself permission to be happy. And you have to give yourself permission to manifest this relationship, so that even if there's people who are gossiping about you, even if there's people who are judging you, you're not going to let that rain on your parade. You're not going to let that sabotage this love. You're not going to let that make you feel like, oh, I shouldn't be with this person. You're not going to pay that any mind. So you have to start right now practicing that. Practicing being in that mentality. Practicing being in that mindset. I deserve to be happy. And who I'm with is nobody else's concern. And I have the right to be with whoever I want to be with, as long as they're of legal age. They're a legal age consenting adult. I could be with anybody who I want. They can be 18, they can be 81. They can be purple, they can be green, black, white, brown, yellow, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I can be with anybody I want to be with. And people can have their opinions, but it's none of my concern. So you have to start practicing being in that energy. You know? And maybe for some of you, you're not going to get married right away, or you're going to end up living with this person, or they're going to be a companion. There may be talk around that. You have to be ready for that. And not let it get to you, not let it bother you. Your next card that's coming up here, my dears, is the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is breaking out of karmic cycles, karmic patterns. It can be cutting ties with people who have betrayed you or who have let you down. And the Ten of Swords can come up when we're breaking out of addictions. We're breaking out of addictions. We're coming into a time of sobriety. We're leveling up. We're not repeating the mistakes of the past. We're done with the things that have been holding us down or holding us back. Some of you have been making sacrifices in a relationship for someone who doesn't deserve it. And I feel the Ten of Swords may be coming up in the way where this truth is being revealed to you. The truth of the situation is being revealed to you, so that you're giving yourself permission to move on and to get what you want. I feel specifically, Capricorn, some of you have been dealing with a person that has a tendency to try to convince you that you're a very selfish person. And I feel that they're trying to convince you that you're a selfish person because it's a manipulation tactic. It's a way of getting them to get you to do what they want you to do. And so Spirit might be revealing this person, calling this person out, exposing this person, so that you realize, you know what? I'm not a selfish person. I'm not a selfish person. I'm not a bad person. They're the selfish person. They're the manipulative person, and I don't have to feel bad anymore. I don't have to bend over backwards anymore. I don't have to make these sacrifices anymore. So I feel that somebody, for a lot of you Capricorns, is like getting exposed, or their true colors are coming out. And you might see that this has not been a loyal person. So they have no place to talk to you about you being selfish or you not being loyal. They haven't been carrying their end of it. And this may be coming to light for some of you. But as I said, Ten of Swords is being done with karmic cycles or patterns. And the Death card already is giving us that feeling right out of the gate. So Capricorn, whatever your cycles have been in your love life that have been keeping you unhappy or stuck, they're over. They're done. You're not having to repeat that same old anymore. Ten of Swords can also indicate here that the Nine of Cups might be coming up for you before the end of a relationship. The Nine of Cups might be coming up where you're like, oh my gosh, this is the person I've been wanting to be with. And then the Ten of Swords may be coming up in which the truth is being revealed and Spirit is saying, look, Capricorn, it's okay. It's okay for you to end this relationship and embrace this Nine of Cups. So for some of you, the ending of one thing and the beginning of another is coming back to back. And that might be why people are talking. And they might accuse this person of coming in and breaking up this relationship. Or maybe the roles are reversed, Capricorn, and maybe some people are talking about you like you came in and broke up somebody else's relationship. But we know here with the major arcana card at the foundation, you all were meant to meet. And this other relationship was not a good one. Okay, 10 of Swords, that's not a good relationship. You don't have to feel bad about that relationship ending. The next card that's coming up here is the Ace of Cups. This is new love. This is soulmate connection. This is emotional contentment and fulfillment. This is a happy home. This is true love. And the Ace of Cups comes up for me in my readings when you're breaking out of karmic cycles once and for all. You know, you keep dating the same kind of person or having the same kind of situation, and eventually you're like, you know what, universe, this is some nonsense, and I'm done with it. I'm sick of being unhappy. Life is too short, and I want to be happy, and I've learned my lesson. I know what the red flags are, and the next time I see this coming, I'm going to spot it from a mile away, and I'm going in the other direction. I refuse to make room for this in my life. The universe says, awesome. Capricorn is awake now. Capricorn no longer needs these painful experiences to poke them to wake up. And now that Capricorn is awake, Capricorn is ready to learn through support, love, success, inspiration, happiness, laughter, passion, right? All the happy ways. So instead of learning your lessons through pain and suffering, you're learning your lessons through joy. Instead of being in the mean teacher's class, now you get to be in the fun teacher's class. So this is a karmic partner that you're manifesting, but it's a happy karmic partner. It's positive karma. It's happy karma. It's growing and learning through joy instead of pain. It's bonding through joy instead of bonding through pain or trauma. Massive shift here with this true love feeling. Your next card here, Capricorn, is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is agreements, talks, working out the details, working out the labels, figuring out where things are going, where things are headed, what are the expectations, what are the terms of the relationship. Ace of Swords also comes up for me when there's a crown chakra clearing and you're breaking out of limited thinking, you're breaking out of false beliefs, and you're coming into the energy of manifesting a much happier life, right? And higher vibration. Like in the past, whatever you manifested because you had limited beliefs. You were limited in what you thought you could get or what you deserved or what was possible. And the Ace of Swords tells us now you're coming into the realization that the sky is the limit. You're raising the bar. I also feel with the crown chakra clearing and the Ace of Swords, you're coming into more efficient thinking. You're finding solutions where once you just saw problems. You're seeing easier ways of doing things. You're improving your communication. So whereas before in the past, relationships were very challenging and very difficult, Ace of Swords tells us that there's a shift happening and this relationship actually is feeling very easy for you, very natural for you, very simplified. You're not overcomplicating it. You're not putting the other person needlessly on a really high pedestal. So it's really beautiful, powerful energy here with this Ace of Swords. It's better communication, smoother sailing, an easier way to do things, an easier way to handle challenges or differences, finding the common ground. It's not chaos, it's not pain, it's not suffering, it's not struggling, but just something that flows. I feel a sense of flowing here and an intellectual connection, Capricorn. This might be another thing a lot of you have been starving for. Maybe you have just kind of felt like you haven't been able to manifest a partner that you can have really fulfilling conversations with. This is someone that gets you on a mental level, and you get them on a mental level, and you can talk about philosophy and beliefs and ideologies, and you're really excited about that. So this is a whole new kind of relationship, like nothing you've ever experienced before. I encourage you to watch your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign. Sometimes those might resonate for you more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. The link is also in the description of this video. You can click on it and schedule. And I encourage you guys to check out the weekly forecasts and the cards of the day, where I talk about everything other than love and romance. So be sure to check those out as well. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a wonderful March, and hopefully I'll see you all in the weekly forecast and daily card comments as well. Take care and be well.